Hey viewers, this is a multiplayer test video of the Apollo Intensa Emozione in Asphalt 9 multiplayer in the European Season 2 multiplayer season. This car is currently a free try in the season right now that's going to be going on since I think today actually, and as of what I'm recording of this, I am in top 50 I'm pretty sure, and there's no way I'm using this car in multiplayer at that high, because even though it's a pretty good car, I don't want to discredit this. This is a really good car for multiplayer. It's just that because of the existence that you can use other cars like the Senna and the Valkyrie way up early in the season, I just don't recommend using this car past like top 1500 even, because it's just too slow. I think every other car in the season can go faster than it. I'm pretty sure one might actually go slower than it, but most of them, if not all of them, are faster than this car. And this car, it does have the fastest acceleration in the season with either the GSRS. It just wouldn't make up for the fact it's just so slow. But as you can see in this video, I'm racing against noob because I'm not going to be using this in high class. You can see it's okay. I'll give my general view of the car at the end, well I guess thoughts because I don't want to infringe the film. But as you can see here, the car is doing just fine, and because I'm driving against lesser skilled players, I'm going to have an easy time for these because, well, I just have all the skills and they don't. And you can see this is my first race in this season. Let's see, I beat a Senna, a Valkyrie, two Sennas actually, and a Victor, and it's notably. Here up, we're going on, I think, Mountain Pose. Mountain Pose are the other one. I keep forgetting their names and keep getting it mixed up. Now, I'm not really that good at taking this shortcut right here because, well, I almost never take it. As you can see here, I just didn't really take a barrel. I don't really know what I'm doing on this shortcut right now. I'm pretty sure I know how to do it on the second lap because I'll be going on the fast enough speed to activate the air time. As you can see, my car is just not, it's not that fast. It's only 225 miles an hour. Now, since I'm racing against noobs, and if you've been paying attention over my past few videos, on my Porsche 718 Cayman GT4, I was on this straight and actually pulled ahead of a couple Infernos, and the same thing is happening here. I'm somehow pulling ahead of the rest of the competition, even though this is a really slow car. Now, more on about the Apollo Intensa Emozione. It's an enormously shorted down to Apollo IE for some reason, and it's a Legend Pass only car as of today because it's been released in the Legendary Car Hunt, and I'm pretty sure it's needed for the Valkyrie event at 5 stars with Epics. So if you did not have the Legend Pass that this car came out in, I'm pretty sure the full throttle season, you know, to the people who were able to 5-star it from nothing with this last week's car hunt, I applaud you, because in the car hunt for the Enzo, it was just drop rates were just so bad. Like how they expect you to 5-star or max the car out in a car hunt with drop rates as bad as that. But if you do have the Legend Pass, I'm pretty sure it would just be way easier. If you had the Legend Pass that this came out in, mind you, because you would just have this car at 3 stars, and getting to 5 stars would be easy, I guess. Because, well, I'm pretty sure getting from 3 stars to 5 stars is way less than getting from unlocking to 3 stars. Because this just takes too much. These cars just take too much blueprints, and even more for the credit costs. Like, I feel so bad for the people who got the Legend Pass. They will start this car up, or at least try to, but they don't even have the credits up with this thing. And I guess it just sets a precedent for how expensive cars are getting in this game. Now, on the other side, Asphalt Nitro 2 was just leaked, and I guess I'm not able to be talking about this right now, but you know, in Asphalt Nitro 2, the game just got leaked, and within like 6 hours of playing, I golded the Sheeran and the Regera immediately. And that just showcases how okay to win Asphalt 9 is compared to even Asphalt Nitro 2, which is just coming out. Because I was able to max the car with, or max the Sheeran and Regera with only like 500,000 each, like to get the car and then upgrade. This is a pretty normal competition, but later on in the season, I guess you'll be starting to see more cars like the Valkyrie, which it's a really good car. I'd say the Valkyrie is a good car to drive at max, especially how floaty it is, but I don't know, I just don't like how unstable it is. The car really seems to just not like to take barrels, or just land on barrels. Like, if you land from the barrel, the car just seems to just want to die for some reason. And I guess it just reminds you of the Mola, because it floaties the same way as the Mola, where it's really good at floating, but you kind of just get sucked into the floor. And it's really hard to explain, so I guess I could show you in my next videos I'll be uploading about it. But it's just, Also, I just really don't think it's worth it. Like, you need to pay $10 to the Legend Pass, and you also need to get this car at 5 stars just to be able to get enough conditions to be able to buy tokens for this car, or the Valkyrie. And you'll need to spend a lot of tokens just to get the Valkyrie at 1 star. And even at 1 star, the Valkyrie isn't that good. Like, it's a pretty bad car at 1 star, and it's very slow. These cars like the Valkyrie, they're just too slow to be used in multiplayer. I don't understand what Gameloft is on. Like, not in a bad way, but like, if they want to find a way to make money off those cars, then they need to find some way to make them worth it, because at least push them into Class A, because these cars are just useless in Class S. They're utterly useless. I'm pretty sure this Valkyrie is worse than the Senna, and that's just surprising because you'd expect a mid-range Class S car that's being released in the new event. You'd expect it to be better than ones that came before it, but the Senna is still better because it just has better acceleration, nitro, and handling, and that can just offset its soft speed, because even at 244 miles per hour, that's still slow for Class A or Class S, because I'm pretty sure even Icona goes 246 with epics on top speed. But then that car, it's a starter Class S car, so more people will have access to the Icona, and I'm pretty sure the Icona could be used more often because it's just easier to max out, and that just sets a bad precedent for future cars, because unless they're kings, I don't recommend going for them. My thoughts on the Intensa Emozione is it's a good Class B car, and if you bought it in Legend Class, it's definitely still worth it. It's still competent if you have a high star count. This is essentially a Huracan, but it goes faster acceleration, better handling, and it's expensive nitro. And if you got it in the grant or car hunt, then I congratulate you, because those bad drop rates, I'm guessing they will have very bad drop rates. And you just get the car, and it's really good. I hope you find good use out of it in multiplayer. So I'd like to thank you for watching my video. Maybe leave a like. I hope to see you in my next one. Goodbye.